Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I want to go ahead and get this video out real quick. And I just wanted to give my thoughts because it's like 11 o'clock at night. And I was just thinking like, man, the Fed's not going to save us this time, you know? Like, I was just thinking like, man, this bear market's going to be brutal. And so I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys real quick. So this is probably going to be like a 2-3 minute video. But anyway, I just wanted to talk real quick about why I believe that the bear market is going to continue and actually going to get worse. And I want to make this very clear. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, but we're down so much. It's got to be time to buy stocks. No, and here's why. I think a lot of people think that the Fed is going to save the market. That's really what I think. I think a lot of people originally thought that the Fed was going to stop raising rates pretty soon because the economy is getting worse and worse and worse. However, I do not think that that is going to happen. Now, the Fed keeps sticking to this whole thing about, oh, we're going to try and get a soft landing. We all know that's a bunch of bullcrap. Anybody in finance knows that's a bunch of bullcrap. We are not getting a soft landing. Right now, it's looking like we're going to get a soft-ish landing, but well, that's what they're saying on Wall Street. I disagree completely. I think we're going to get a hardcore mean landing. I think this is going to be a mess. I think it's going to be a terrible landing. And that's what I honestly believe about this Fed. I think the Fed is in a position where they cannot save the markets. They cannot save us. They have to defeat inflation. They have to fight inflation. And yes, the Fed is going to force the stock market into a nasty, deep, brutal recession. And how do I know this? Because the Fed is so stupid, in my opinion, that they really think that the economy is strong, when in my opinion, it's pretty obvious that it's not. But the Fed thinks that. So that's not good. So the Fed is going to, in my opinion, they are going to force a recession, and that's not going to be good. Sorry, I don't want that to get in the way. They're going to force a recession. That's not going to be good. Some people think that we're already in a recession. And, you saw in my last video what the Atlanta Fed said. So, yeah, I still don't know if we're in a recession or not. I know we're going to get one. I just don't know when it's going to come. But my main thing that I want to say, guys, is stocks going lower just isn't going to surprise me. And I have to say this again, just to reiterate. I know a lot of you guys have gotten out of the garbage stocks, the speculation, but I know some of you guys are still buying it. So I have to reiterate this. Get out of the speculative stocks. Get out of the hopium. Get out of the hype. Anything that doesn't have good fundamentals, you have got to get out, because frankly, a lot of these companies are not going to survive this recession. They're not. They're going to go bankrupt. They're not going to make it. They're not going to survive. And you have to know that. You have to understand that. So I'm sorry. I don't care how much you like Tattooed Chef, Shift Technologies, SoFi, DraftKings, whatever. You have got to get out. Whatever. If it's a speculative tech stock that's unprofitable, you've got to get out. You got to figure out which companies are going to survive. That's what I think. Let's figure out who's going to survive, right? So, yeah, those are really my thoughts. Get out of all the speculative garbage. In my opinion, the only stocks that I would be looking at, obviously I'm not buying stocks. I want to reiterate this. I ain't buying nothing because I don't want my portfolio to get murder, she wrote, right? But the only stocks that I would focus on, in my opinion, are stocks with great fundamentals or value stocks. That's where I think the opportunity is. I think tech and speculation, all that, I think it's still going to get whacked. So I'll be very careful, very strategic for all my warriors out there who are still out there buying the dip. I'd be very careful on that. But yeah, that's my opinion, guys. I think this bear market is going to be brutal. I think this is just the beginning. I think we're probably going to have pain for the rest of the year. Like I said, you're seeing a lot of historic things that you haven't seen in 40, 50 years. That should be a sign. Things are not good. Things are as bad as they can get. I don't know how much more clear I could be. There is nothing good happening in the world of finance. Everything is bad. It's all bad. There's nothing good. Recession, Fed raising interest rates, inflation, war, famine, blah, 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 everything. There is nothing good. So I don't know how anybody could expect that the stock market is going to rally. What reason does the stock market have to rally? None, zero, zilch. So you got to be careful. You got to protect your money. And yeah, I think this bear market is going to continue. I think things are going to get worse. I think crypto is going to continue to tank. I think stocks are going to continue to go lower. And I think that the bulls who bought the dip today are going to be sorry that they did that. Now, again, you don't want to time the market. I'm not saying that it's bad when your money goes down. But what I'm saying is it's very possible that people who are buying now could be looking at themselves, scratching their head if and when the S&P 500 goes to 3,400. 3400 or 3200 or lower. And don't be so sure that that can't happen, because once again, like I said, the only reason why stocks were so high was because the Fed pumped so much money into the market. They're not doing that anymore, and they can't reverse. They can't do it because of inflation. They can't save you. Nobody is coming to save you. You got to save yourself. And the way you save yourself is by subscribing to this YouTube channel, paying attention to what we talk about on here, storing up some cash, paying attention to what's going to the market, and remaining patient. That's how you save yourself. So anyway, those are my thoughts, guys. We're already at 5 minutes. I don't want this video to be too long. So yeah, there you guys have it. Those are my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, and the last thing that I want to say, very, very important, guys. I actually think this will be a good idea to help everybody. Well, it's not meant to be copied, but I think it's good so people can see like kind of how I think. And you know how people be like, oh, join my Patreon and you can see how I think and like what I do, my moves. I think that's stupid. So I'm actually going to do that for free. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a public portfolio. I already started the account at Fidelity. So I made an entirely new account, and I'm going to call this portfolio the public portfolio / market crash portfolio. And I actually really think that that portfolio is going to do very, very well. We are, at least I am, going to buy good companies, and I'm going to show a little bit of transparency here because I really do think that it helps. I'm not going to show dollar amounts in that portfolio because I really don't think that that helps. You know, if I'm putting $20,000, $30,000 into a portfolio and you've only got $1,000, it's just not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's not good for your psychology. That's why I hate it when these YouTubers say things like, I'm putting $20,000 into this stock. Well, some of these YouTubers are millionaires because they grifted their followers, so that's not good. So I think what's more important is percentages, and that's kind of how I'll structure the portfolio, just kind of show you guys like what percentage of my money is in those stocks. So yeah, that's a new exciting announcement. I'm actually very excited to do it. So there you go. Nobody has to ask me anymore, when are you buying stocks? I'm going to make a public portfolio, and I'm going to put the link in the description of all of my videos, right? And you'll be able to see for yourself. You know, when I start buying, you'll know. And trust me, when I finally do start buying stocks, I'll let you know. I'm closely eyeing 3,500 for the S&P. If the S&P hits 3,500, I'll start buying stocks again. I will. Just fundamentally, right? You know, just fundamentally. Like, I still think we'll go lower, but I think it's come down enough where it actually starts to finally make sense to buy stocks. And I am getting close to that point where I do want to buy stocks, even though it's probably going to be a painful year. You know, it gets to a point where things are just so ridiculously cheap. You know for a fact that in the long term, you're going to get a nice return on your money. So there you guys have it. I am going to make a public portfolio, so be ready for that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this journey. By the way, I have to make sure that I'm very clear on this. The public portfolio is not meant to be copied, okay? This is not like these stock YouTubers who charge for the Patreons and give you guys the secret sauce and all that. This is not that. This is literally just me being transparent and sharing my thoughts on how I invest. If you like some of the stocks in my portfolio, then what you're going to want to do is do your own research, and then you make your own decision on what you think is best. But do not just look at my portfolio and, oh, Echoes is buying this, let me buy. Do not do that. Do not copy the portfolio. Do not do that. Take what I'm doing as a learning experience. Like, look at my portfolio and be like, why is this guy buying Disney? Why is this guy buying Starbucks? Why isn't he buying Tattooed Chef and Shift Technologies and Robinhood and AMC and GameStop, right? That's kind of what it's really for, is to help you learn, help everybody become a better investor. So there you guys have it. Public portfolio coming soon. Very much looking forward to that. So yeah, there you guys have it. That'll go ahead and conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.